votes. Well, I know the reason why they buy those votes is they want to bridge the gap so that when they want to rig, they will not be able to rig. But anybody will give you money this election, collect and chop. Vote your conscience. Collect and chop. Me, if you give me, I go use and buy beer.
Let me say something. You see this way they talk now. Let's not sugarcoat it. The main voters, they know they this
They are
Instagram.
not here.
Now those people
Yes.
at the village.
So
When
you
that
know,
election time reach, the Instagram, the Facebook will say they don't already know who won win.
there
You know
was
they vote.
something. There's an approach NDC has taken, and that is NDC wants to campaign in all the 740 something local governments in Nigeria, and by so doing, they will have foot soldiers in all those 747 local governments in Nigeria that will explain this into the locals in the language they understand. Whether we like it or not, Nigerians are tired of this administration, including those that are strong APC members. They are tired silently because nobody will say that they're not seeing the insecurity in this country and the lack of the lackadaistic attitude of the people that govern us. It's one thing for there to be insecurity. It's another thing for you to see people concerned about the insecurity in the country. I find it insulting that a teacher, someone that left his house to impart knowledge on children, was unalived in that manner. If I was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I would sell my presidential jets and buy fighter jets and send it to that bush. That's if we don't have any. Daddy Freeze, do you realize that 30% of the monies we borrow only go for capital expenditure that can bring back that money that we borrow? Only 30% of the monies we borrow go to as in building infrastructure, healthcare, schools. Those are the only infrastructures that can bring back. The remaining 70% goes to recurrent expenditure, like buying presidential jets, ESTA codes, allowances, chairs, renovating houses. Like, how can you borrow? That is, I come to you. You're a bank. You own a bank. I come to you and say I want to build a house. You give, and I tell you that it will cost me 200 million to build this house. You give it a loan of 200 million. I take 150 million for that 200 million. And then buy shoe, Gucci, a scarf, buy new car. And now say I want to use the remaining 50 million to build a house that should cost me 200 million. Is that loan not already a bad loan? And I'm banking on borrowing more money to service the loan, the one that I'm owing. That if this next election is it's going to determine whether we are going to continue as a nation or we're going to start eating ourselves.
If this election comes and what happens in all these political party primaries, they start giving people without voters card voting material to vote. What happens?
I don't
Have we
understand.
thought about that?
Well,
Okay, let me rephrase. Last election, who voted? The delegates. They had party membership card. Who voted in these primaries now? Most of them, almost all, were not delegates. Individual without membership card voted. They were even counting. That counting alone shows that people voted without membership card. Now, in the general election, normally in each polling unit, they have all registered individual that can vote there. What if it changes and people are going to vote randomly? You can just
John, I can't see anything from my account. We don't they talk, they go. Be like, say, I want dupe me little day.
no, like please, I cannot. Okay. Well, you say make I put my phone for do not disturb now.
Okay, oh yeah. Let make it ring, make it ring.
Make I make
Enter.
where that your account number?
Daddy
Yeah.
Priest till London UK. Daddy Priest
That if
very
it's but you know,
recover.
Baba,
but that if it's not, I know it do it the more you look now. It's not possible. If I'm not go do, I'm not go do.
1317326 Zenith Bank. Can somebody pin it for me?
1317.
101317326 Zenith Bank.
That if it's if not like this, they take teach you for school for learn. I they take fast like this now.
Baba, na money. Oh,
101.
100
Uh-huh.
131
131
7326.
7326.
Ifedayo. You go show. You don't show.
You don't show.
Asheri.
You don't show.
Just know that I'm patriotic.
Daddy Priest till London UK.
That if it's you like money, you like money.
Don't be like, I know what happen.
See, let me tell you something. First of all, we did not go to UK straight. We first went to Germany. We went to Wales. Then we went to UK.
I please, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they talk, they go. When he enter,
Yeah, that please, you know, say
I
if once I say I go do something, if I don't want to do something, I'll go do them. That's just me.
for your name, you say honest man. I'll be waiting they call yourself. A virtuous man.
So that if so what I'm saying in essence is that this next election is something we really have to pay strict attention because the country is in a bad shape right now. And me personally, it's not for me. I've tried to look at this man they call Peter Obi. I've tried to look and look and look, and I've come to realize that if this man really had something against him, it would have been very visible right now.
That one there.
It would have been very visible right now. There is nothing they have not done that it feels like I categorically tell you that that message between him and a renowned man of God, it was tapped. For you to have tapped his line, and that's the only thing you got, then there's a problem.
Mr.
That's the only
John,
that. If that's the only that you got after tapping someone's
Mr.
line, there's a
Mr.
problem.
John, I want to say one thing, and this is the bitter truth.
Mm.
We are our problem.
Oh yes, we are. I agree with you.
Tell me one Yoruba man during when Tinubu was contesting or now that in an average 1 to 100 is even up to average. I will come outside and say we don't want Tinubu, but bring in 10 Igbo men or from southeast, 10 people from southeast will kick against it.
I know a lot of Yoruba men that say they don't want Tinubu. In fact, there's one girl I'm following
Not
on
a lot,
Instagram.
you know, few. I know
I
what
know
I'm
a lot.
saying.
I know a whole lot. I know a whole lot. Plenty of them. In my circle. Plenty of them. Even in my office. Plenty of them. Even when I was in Dubai, all my friends are Yorubas. None of them want to hear Tinubu. The Igbos, I understand that Igbos have this thing about longer throats. And let me tell you something. The Igbos that are against P2B are not up to 1% of the Igbos. I'm telling you, and that's where I fault them because most of them are not following him because he is good. Most of them are following him blindly. Most of them are following him just because they feel that they have not had a share of leadership. Let's have it now. But for me, if you bring Ojus Okalu, I will vote a cow instead of Ojus Okalu.
But when he was a governor, people hailed him well in Abia
Nobody
State.
hailed him. Nobody hailed him. Leave that nonsense he was in.
All those fights against federal government.
If you put Ojus Okalu, and a cadaver, a fresh cadaver from teaching hospital mortuary, I'll vote that cadaver. That vote Ojus Okalu. So I've looked at these things and I have listened to Obi speak. I've listened to him speak about insecurity in Nigeria, and when you ask him, the first thing he will tell you is that I am not going to. I'm
Somebody
not
say what
going.
of Rocha? Somebody say what of Rocha? So go Rocha.
If you put roaches and cockroach, I'll vote the cockroaches against roaches. Do you get? Obi will tell you that to fight insecurity in the north, you have to start with empowering the north, which is true. Which is true. You need to take these boys off the streets, make that the street less attractive to them.
The thing is, let me come in and say something. The thing is, most people, I will also use state governors. Most people that comes to a state to do certain things or country, they don't last. The first 2 years
Gary,
they
you
were
don't see him.
complaints. When
Never see him.
Uh-huh.
the first 2 years Tinubu came, fine, there was complaints. But look at the first 2 years Yaradua was ruling. Everywhere was calm.
Nothing don't enter. They even check the bank self directly. Nothing.
Hope so. You know they
People
expect to
were
see your balance increase by five
Yaradua.
hundred thousand. You know, reach 500,000. Hope
Eh,
so they expect to see your balance increase by 500,000. You know, reach
no,
five
no,
hundred
no,
thousand.
don't worry. I did watch him.
Okay, you go enter, go enter.
So you understand? Yaradua, boom, 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 it didn't last. Just like Imo State, people were calm. No more much complain about EADR. Before you know, he was removed. Even this man, though they later said there were a lot of corruption when he was there, though he was there
So,
for a brief, the former head of state, military head of state, Abdul Salam. You understand? So sometimes the truth about this whole thing is, let's see, this might sound funny. I will tell you the truth. This might sound funny. A lot of people might not like what I'm about to say, but that is the bitter truth. For you to win an election, it's 1 of 100 that you win an election without spending money. This is not Mali. If Peter Obi had spent half of the money Tinubu spent in 2023 or even Atiku, there was no way he wouldn't have won that election. No,
but the,
let's even America that we all know, we're always saying this, that. We knew how what happened when Donald Trump was contesting.
but the
We
problem
know
is
how.
the problem
So
is
when
the
that day
problem is
reach,
the problem is Peter Obi does not have stolen money to spend. Do you
well,
remember?
well,
Do you remember that in that last election, that even funding, when people wanted to fund, they found a way to block that avenue for people to contribute. They brought some that it is illegal for people to. There is so many stories, but what I'm saying is, you see, if Peter Obi could get 6 million votes, I mean 6 million votes in the last election, when they have people have not
I
tried
think it was
Tinubu.
it was 4.
Was
Atiku
it
got
four?
8. Yes,
No, it was six.
Atiku got
It was
Atiku
six.
got what?
Tinubu got 8. Atiku got 7 point something. P2B got 6. Just
Okay,
6 point
okay,
something million.
okay.
If P2B could get 6 million votes with people not having tried Tinubu, huh?
Bro, sorry to cut you off. Remember what I said earlier on? I said if he had spent half of what
But he did
Atiku
not
or Tinubu
spend.
had spent.
He did not spend anything and got 6 point something million votes. This time around, even if he does not spend, people have seen the result of Tinubu and see that there is no result.
See, bro, I was in Nigeria during the election. I did my village. You know what team agent they do? Take this phone.
Bible.
Take this phone. As you go there, do your thumbprint, snap what you put hand, come outside, show us, we'll give you money.
Yes.
So how do you think they will say collect this? You see all those money they share during
You don't
campaign
understand.
is different from what they share during election day.
You don't understand that the political climate now in Nigeria. Now that agent where you give that 5 million when go share, will chop that.
Yes, now you go chop. But another thing, when the agent lose for in polling unit and paraventure that candidate of that whatever won that election, they go sideline you because you don't deliver your polling unit.
You don't understand. Nobody wants to deliver any polling unit now. Nobody wants to deliver. Even agents will take money and eat the money.
But do you know the truth? Let me not lie. Daddy Freeze, hear this thing.
Okay.
An average Nigerian praises who is standing right in front of them, giving them that soft life, that moment.
But
So if I give you 10,000 naira, another and you chop and finish, somebody give you 5,000 tomorrow. Now who give you that 5,000? Nine be your hero.
so that is for those people in the rural areas.
But now the rural area, now there the vote they come more. You
And
want
now what I'm trying to tell you is that people are so divided that the person that you give the money to go and share, there is no way a state governor will go to the polling unit and share money. There is no way a local government will go to the polling unit and share money. The people that go to that polling unit and share money are people from those localities. Hmm? It is so bad that that person, when you give that money to go share, go chop that money.
not be all good one.
Yes, they'll be all good one.
But
But
somebody just said, which is what I said earlier on. Now rural areas they vote. Oh.
I don't
Forget
see
we were
that.
this city where they make noise.
See, let me let me explain it better for you. Yeah,
Hold on,
that
hold on.
guy where did that rural area where you go give that 4 million, where come to that to your area to share. Yeah,
Mm, mm,
one
mm.
use 3 million open poultry, just in
Okay.
case,
Okay, I'll go ahead. Yeah.
just in case. Eh,
Mm,
in go die
mm.
that 3 million.
Okay, Mr. John, do you think I am a political candidate? I'm contesting. I will give you money. Hold on to go and give people. No, I am giving party agents.
The party that
Party agents.
see party agents don't share money. Party
Eh?
agents don't share money.
No. Party agent they share. Party agent go carry in own person go there. They observe. In go dey
Now
there one
that in
side. Give the
person,
person where they spend the money.
now that in person when carry people that have things at stake will not be on those ground those days. People will go later become ministers,
No, when I say
special
party agent
advisors
not sorry, not from chapter, oh, party agent from ward,
from ward.
not state,
Yes,
not chapter.
yes. Party agents from ward are the
So
most hungry. Now they're
this
hungry
thing goes
pass.
through chain of
Brother,
command.
now them hungry pass. If you come to River State, if you come to River State, party agents, ward party agents, now them need money pass.
What?
Now them need money pass. The truth is that you cannot bank on vote buying to win an election, a presidential election. You can bank on vote buying to win a House of Reps election, which is limited to a locality that you can monitor closely. But presidential election, hard. They will cut that money before you reach the people where you supposed to reach. You can see where they offer people to 2,000. Person who offer 2,000 for Nigeria go slap you.
All right. So I think, and I want us to discuss this. Goodluck Jonathan will be my turkey pepper soup, my darling, will be a stumbling block for people.
No, Goodluck Jonathan is not even an issue.
Chris, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I will go back to what I said earlier on. This is to me is possibly an unconfirmed report until the man in question comes out and say, I am contesting. And even at that, take note, they have two fractions of the PDP. The recognized fraction of the PDP from the court is the one that they gave certificate of certificate to contest or whatever, which is Professor Senator Sandy Ono. So I don't know you get where I'm coming from. So which fraction of the PDP are the ones now giving him the ticket? Because they've already given one last week to the man from Cross River.
It's the Turaki faction that's giving him tickets.
So is the Turaki fraction recognized by the court in Nigeria?
You don't understand. The Turaki faction even gave him the ticket in absentia. He was not present in the convention.
You see, So you understand where I'm coming from now. So
So
that's why I ask you: is it the Turaki faction? Are they the ones recognized by the Supreme Court?
no.
Simple, case closed. Daddy Fritz don't hear them. So case
So
closed.
the
They
thing
even
is,
gonna
I'm
give
not
her
even
in
scared of.
absentia.
I'm not
So
scared
case
of
closed.
Goodluck Jonathan. I'm not
Before
scared of
people,
them.
and somebody
All
say
right, we've got
good
our
luck is
brother here.
see.
Go ahead.
Somebody say good luck is working for Tinubu. Do you know what it means to be an ex-president?
Good evening,
That you will now
brothers.
succumb be working for a president, a current president, a ex-president, an
Do you
ex-president,
hear me?
not be ex-governor.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah. You get within you guys, the both of you agreed on earlier on. PDP has two factions. Which faction is the real faction right now? That's what determines if Goodluck Jonathan is a threat or not.
Even if his faction is a real faction, it's not a threat.
Hmm.
But Jonathan is not a
No,
threat.
no, we don't, when we say threat, we don't mean he's going to win or he's going to like
Divide Obi's
pull a
votes.
big
Goodluck
in
Jonathan will not divide Obi's votes. Goodluck Jonathan will not
you
divide
you you
Obi's
you
votes.
you you think so?
Will not divide Obi's votes.
Somebody has even 20,000 votes. It means he divide vote from all parties
Do you know?
to
Goodluck
Do
get
you
is
know?
that
Do you know?
20,000.
Do you know? You said something. You said Bielsa. He would
uh,
pull strings in Bielsa.
yeah,
And Serike Dixon, right? You said
yeah,
is the only person that would like give him a little shake-ups. Do you
yeah.
know that a number or a handful of people in Bielsa without Goodluck Jonathan, they would have been maybe they would have thought of, oh, I will go for Obi. That's vote dividing.
So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Goodluck, the Bielsans even, eh?
Mhm.
Without Dixon, huh? Goodluck might not get up to 40% in Bielsa. Because after he left, Bielsans were angry with him. They
Okay.
were angry with him. Because Goodluck Jonathan focused on the North and did not do much in Bielsa. So Goodluck Jonathan is not even who we have a problem with.
Mm.
Atiku is APC. Atiku. That the freeze make I blow your mind. There is something. There's someone
Where
that me
you
and you know.
from hear this one from? Where you from hear this one now?
Let me land now. Let me land.
Mm.
There's someone that me and you know that is core Atiku supporter. Now you don't the camp.
Who be
I
that?
won't call the person's name. I will text you later. You get Atiku. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you when I knew there was a foul play in Atiku. Hmm? In the north, a rich father, children never disobey a very wealthy father. Atiku's son has more to lose in Atiku than to lose from Nigeria. The day Atiku's son they come to APC, I knew that Atiku, all those nonsense he was doing was just nonsense. The day Atiku's son, if you watch El Rufai's son is always with his father. Anywhere his
So,
father tilts to, he
so you
tilts
think
there.
person we don't they try to enter office since when we did primary school they play child's play.
Which office he want enter? We pass waiting Papa don't keep.
This man has been running since 92, brother.
Which office where you want enter? We pass God the way you go inherit from your Papa. Tell me now.
I don't think Atiku is working
Which
for the
office? Which office?
Atiku
Which office can Atiku's
Atiku
son?
Atiku has his own
Which office can I see?
what do you
Kwata
say
Atiku's son.
agenda.
Atiku's son will become a House of Reps member. House of Reps member in the whole 8 years
That
by
he
not
can win under ADC in Adamawa on a clean slate
on a
with
clean
his father
slate.
popularity.
Even if he doesn't win, Kwata a House of Reps member for 8 years, but of sorry for 4 years. For that 4 years, no go see past 10 billion. That 10 billion no reach one tour for Dubai. It don't reach one tour, just one tour for Dubai.
But I disagree
So,
with you on 100
bro,
when you
bro,
say they work for APC. I know
not I
agree
am
with you
not.
on that
I'm not
one.
saying he works for ADC. I'm saying that
For
his body
APC, I
language,
mean,
his body language gives someone who is just in that party to make sure that Obi is not on the ballot.
But
Because
my question is, why did Obi fall for his trap for the first time?
why did what
Why did he go? Why did he join him in the first party? What's that party again?
join him? ADC.
ADC. Yeah,
It was a coalition, no?
shouldn't
A
have gone
coalition
there.
of aggrieved Nigerians came together to form a party to make sure they defeat the
But he
incumbent.
shouldn't have gone there. He shouldn't
No,
have gone there
why
at
won't
all.
he go there? Why won't he go there?
You
Why won't he
don't
go there?
dine. You don't.
This tall man, this tall Delta man that he was with in Labour Party sold out.
Mhm.
When he saw that the guy sold out the Labour Party, he needed another platform to come up with, and there was a
See,
coalition.
see,
Why won't he
brother.
join the
See,
coalition? What do you expect him to do?
bro. You see that man. What's with that man? We go this UK journalist side that was bashing at Tinubu many times, but now he's in the APC. Daniel Boala, or what's his
Daniel
name?
Bola.
Yeah, Daniel Boala. He was against Tinubu. All of a sudden became friends with Tinubu, right? When Obi joined this ADC, what's their name? There were so many people that were in disagreement with Atiku, and what's this short Kaduna man's name? That was the
El-Rufai.
governor, El-Rufai.
El-Rufai.
Many people that say I rather die than work with El-Rufai. At the end of the day, they became like this when he joined ADC. That's why I said he shouldn't
Please let's
at
get something
first.
straight. Let's get something straight. Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi, has
Mm.
never insulted any politician in the Federal Republic of
I'm not
Nigeria.
saying
Wait. Give me a minute.
I
Give me a
didn't
minute.
say
Give me a minute. Give
he
me a minute.
insulted.
Give
Yeah,
me a minute.
I'm
Give me a
listening.
minute. He has never disagreed publicly with any politician. He just said, "Give me the chance. I will fix what is not right."
Hmm.
He has never told you that when Atiku was president, Atiku didn't know. No. So even up to tomorrow, he calls Atiku his elder brother.
I've seen a video of you where you spoke Hausa to one certain woman in another topic. You understand it, which means you understand Hausa quite good. Go and look for the video where El Rafai was hell. I call him Hell Rafai. What's that guy? That short
El-Rufai.
guy from Kaduna.
El-Rufai.
El Rafai. When he was like bashing your tribe, there was no name on printable names. He didn't call your tribe. I guess you're Igbo, right? There was no imprintable names. He didn't call your tribe. If I am Obi, if I were to be Obi, seeing that video, I would never, rather joining that a party with a man of such, I would rather not run.
So that means you play Shomore kind of politics, and Shomore kind of politics will never win an election in Nigeria. Shomore kind of politics.
If you would join force, see, I am for Obi. Don't get me wrong,
I
right?
understand what you mean.
Don't
What
get
I'm
me
trying to
wrong.
tell you,
I am for
what I'm
Obi,
trying to,
but
what I'm trying to tell you, what
his
I'm trying to tell
moves,
you, let me
right?
tell you something. You see, this kind of politics you play does not have any room in Nigeria. For example, let me give you an example. Gideon Okaku, huh? Gideon Okaku.
Yeah.
The reason why he failed was radicalized mindset. Once we win, the North from here to here will no longer be part of Nigeria. That alone sold them out.
Okay.
For you to win an election, you must carry both the good, the bad, and the ugly along.
And that's where we're getting it wrong.
Forget
Mr.
that. No,
John,
no, no, no,
That's where
no,
we're
no, no, no,
getting
no,
it
no,
wrong.
no, 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 bro.
That is
Listen,
where we're
listen.
getting it
Just
wrong.
listen. Just listen. Just
All
listen.
right. Right on,
Carrying you
bro.
along,
Right on.
carrying you along does not mean I will delegate things to you. Bro, I can carry you along. Once I receive that certificate, I will no longer carry you along. I just need you to get to where I'm going
Bro,
to.
politics doesn't work like that.
Okay.
you.
Go and
Politics
ask.
doesn't work like that.
Go.
They work like
Maybe
that.
you don't
There are
understand,
certain agreements. There are certain
bro,
agreements
bro.
that you
If you
would
don't,
not go back on.
if you don't know Peter Obi, please let's not have this conversation
No,
because
bro, let me also
you
Maybe
need
come
to
in.
maybe you
study.
Let
know
me
him. I don't
You
let
know.
me
need to study. No, you need to study. You need to study people properly before you speak about them. Peter
Mr.
Obi,
Dayo.
when Peter Obi won the governorship election in Anambra State,
All right.
everybody that worked for him after the election, what did he tell them? Go and submit your CV. Go and submit your CV. 80% of his commissioners did not work for him
Mm.
during the election.
Hmm.
So some of us that have followed that man from when he started know his story. We know his history,
Okay.
and that is why me personally, if my father comes out to run for presidency, I'll vote Peter Obi.
Let me also say something. Let me also say
I'll
something
vote Peter Obi against my father.
based on what you said.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
governor, an individual can insult a president. Let me, you see that
Definitely.
office? That office carries power. There is no way you can criticize, even Sowore, for example, now. If Sowore and the president is in a room together right now, or they bump into each other, he will always give, not the president, but he will give that office the respect. So it's not like you saying you insult the president online, you see him in person, you will insult him. Ah,
No, you misunderstand me. All right.
huh.
If you are playing politics, and you insult someone, you throwing banters. Now two
Mm,
different things. You are throwing banters. You are doing your beats. There are two
mm,
different things. You are using it to catch crew, not crews. You're using it to play politics to get political scores. Eh? There are two different ball games. But when you making some certain statements, hmm, for example, I made reference to a certain video Hell Refy did about the Igbos. Eh? If I be Igbo, I will not sit in the same room with Hell Refy. Come rain, come shine.
He has a point.
I would not sit in under one roof with him,
Uh,
regardless, Obi or not.
so if that was the case, me, I've not talk to Daddy Freeze.
Why?
Why? Why? Where you carry us they go now?
I mean, I've not talk to Daddy Freeze.
Now,
But let me tell you, whatever thing you have against me or my tribe,
Hmm.
keep it civil. Keep it civil. As an Igbo man, I would prefer to dine with El Rufai, eat from the same plate with El Rufai.
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. Daddy Freeze,
uh-huh.
do you remember something I told you
When?
2 weeks before the president now came out and say, I don't know, you remember one thing I told you?
Mm-hmm.
No, but that thing can happen. You don't pick the point from there.
Remind me again. There's no
Okay, remember, so you remember what I told you. Remember that statement he made? He said,
mm-hmm.
uh,
What's my copy?
when he came to contest, the federal might were against him, but he still fought tooth and nail. And if you look at that election, that was the first election in Nigeria. You see, a sitting president did not campaign for his own party flag bearer. Normally, president go follow you, go state by state, go campaign. Buhari
Yeah.
didn't do it. Where he can say, she resembles so person. Remember that talk? I said it even before the thing went public.
Mm-hmm.
You can understand. You remember what I told you?
I remember now.
Yes. Not be like a month before that it happened, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that one will go happen a month before election, it will still happen.
Hmm.
It will still happen.
What will happen?
And when it don't happen, I will come out openly. John, if I say you don't go get this one.
I'm lost.
That the first know what I'm talking about. So when that time reach now, then go open that cage for that person. When that time reach, they go open that cage for that person. In the midst of the celebration, waiting won't happen. Election don't finish. Just watch and see. So you see some of those people coming out to come and so openly they support, no support. It is say they don't know what they do or what they don't tell them. See, and the team with this, but hold it to yourself. They are not fools now.
They say, John, they talk, we never complete waiting they talk. John, finish your statement.
What I be the talk again? So, like I was saying, I rather prefer to dine with an El Rufai
All right.
and to dine with a Tinubu.
Give us your reason then.
My reasons being that during politics, people throw banters, especially uncultured men throw banters that they don't even mean. People throw banters that they don't even mean during an election, just to score political points. But you know the real banter. The real banter is someone who exhibits it in real life.
Would you say, wait, let me try to remember his words or his statements and don't, without adding my own words. I don't think I can remember quite clearly what he said because
There
it
is
was like
no
3 years ago.
statement. There is no statement anybody can make against the Igbos that is
All
worse
right.
than what Tafawa Balewa has made.
Waiting Tafawa
Sorry,
Balewa.
sorry. Who was he? Who was the Polish one? Ahmadu Bello. That is worse than what Ahmadu Bello has made, or worse than what some people we know about have made. There is nothing. There is nothing El-Rufai would say that is worse than Murtala Muhammad, what Murtala Muhammad has done. Not even said. What Murtala Muhammad has done under his command. So how does El-Rufai said? Huh?
What did Muri do?
Murtala Muhammad was in charge of the battalion that executed 20,000 Igbos in Asaba during the Nigerian Civil War.
20K.
20,000, yes. Go and read the book. There's a book about it. They quit us twice. There's an article about it. They quit us twice, yes. They separated the men from the women, the boys from the girls, and they opened a GPMG, General People's Machine Gun. It's documented.
Or only the men.
On only the men. The lady that wrote that article, they quit us twice, said her twin brother, that was how she could remember that her twin brother was holding her, and they now dragged him from her. And that was the last feel she had of her twin brother. Because she eventually relocated to the US, because that's why a lot of Igbos stay in the US. Because after a lot of them got sought for asylum. She relocated to the US and became a doctor. Why she even wrote that article was because she became a nurse. She was in her hospital one day and they told her that there is a Nigerian patient that she should go, that they don't understand the person's accent very well. She went and lo and behold, who did she meet? It was Yakubu Gowon.
Could it be? Sorry,
It was Yakubu Gowon. Yes, that was why she wrote the article.
Could it be?
She looked him in the eye and told him about the atrocities that was committed during the Nigerian Civil War. So there is nothing you tell me that El-Rufai has said that is worse than what Murtala Muhammad And what was that? What's the name of that major? That major that was under his command, the main major, his foot soldier, was done.
You sure say all those people where you dey talk about they never cost this our country. So
So they cost. I don't know whether they don't cost any country, but the truth is that the civil war is gone.
see,
We have moved on from
see,
it.
you remember the Oputa panel?
The Oputa panel was a reconciliation panel that was never implemented.
What was the results?
The result was to say sorry.
All right.
How will you say sorry to?
We have
If you have a
304 people.
child that keeps committing or doing something uncalled for without consequences, what are you feeding that child with?
That he can do anything he wants to do with impunity.
You know, impunity has always been our culture from day one, without consequences given. All the military men that ruled, many of them, they always pray for church, so they're not going to die better. Most of them, they live better than the general overseers in Nigeria.
So that's it.
You
That's
know,
the thing. That's the thing. Yes, they live
um,
better than the general overseers in Nigeria, and God bless them.
mm,
But the truth is that some of them also reap the consequences of their atrocities while on earth. Murtala
mm,
Mohammed was murdered in the most gruesome way anybody can ever think of, and I love it.
mm,
Was fine.
mm,
Was pied. His Mercedes Benz was shattered.
mm,
I could say maybe the spirit of one of the people that were pied in Asaba who came in and inhibited the hands of Dinka and told him, Brother Samanke, open that trigger, scatter him. And like I said, I don't hold anything against him.
mm,
He got his own punishment while he was still on earth. But there is nothing you will tell me that El-Rufai will say with his mouth that is worse than what Murtala Mohammed has done.
mm,
So I forgive El-Rufai, whatever he has said.
You should have taken him to be your vice president then.
So El-Rufai is not interested in being vice president.
Or he should have passed. It
El-Rufai
should have
doesn't.
been better. It should
El,
have been a better choice than Kwankwaso.
no, Juan Kwaso is a more
If you
political.
can forgive him,
No, I'm
you
not
should
me.
have
It's
taken him
me.
to be our vice
I am not
president.
Nigeria now. This is just me, personal me.
Mm,
But if you look at the permutation, Kwankwaso is a stronger political force than El-Rufai.
mm,
Yes, Kwankwaso is the Kwankwaso movement is a very strong political force in Kanu, Kaduna, and Katsina.
mm.
But which video am I
But
seeing where they say the same kind of people they chase
I think
any
I saw
poster?
that. I saw that as well.
So
Yeah.
normally, what APC works with is propaganda. Because me, I can go to my village now, bring Tinubu picture, light and fire, do video. Say they
But
burn
there were
Tinubu.
crowd. It was video. There was video evidence.
There was video evidence of what crowd? How many? What is the crowd? Compare the crowd that were there and the crowd that were in the rally. Does it add up? There's no way you tell me that Kwankwaso has 100% of Kanu. No. There are areas he does not have control over. So you go to those areas and pick a video and send, and you expect me to work on that narrative. No, no.
Definitely, you can't have control of the whole state, or
So when you
regardless of
make
how popular you are.
when you tell me that they are burning his posters, is when you start showing me parts of Kanu everywhere in Kanu. CNN covers it. They are burning the posters. Then I will believe you. But that thing is just normal APC political dogs, political bingos, trying to do what they know how to do better.
Mm.
Me, I can go to my community, carry one. In fact, anybody who put in a picture of our community,
Yeah, what you do?
I will go carry one picture, born. Tell you, say, this is happening all over in Anambra, but that's not the truth. It's only happening in my community. I'm the only one that is there. I go gather like 200 boys, buy them one bottle of hero. which I don't go spend six
See,
hundred thousand.
my brother, you see, this kind of life is quite important for sensitization, for people to awaken, you know. But at the end of the day, at the long run, the grassroots, na them be the people will be say them they
So
vote,
when you people talk about the grassroots and tell me
you
that the
know.
people that you vote are not here.
Wait now. I never finish. Wait,
Okay.
see. mm, I know there are some people that work online and still work on ground when it's time for politics or for elections. They are in their geopolitical. They are in their catchment area. Or what do you call it? The political terms. You know, to see
Their
and
constituencies.
constituencies. Thank you. They are to see that their votes count and to see that no shortcomings happens, you know, which is very good. I think that's what we need to also add to our preachings, not just go and get your PVC. It's way more than that. You know, getting your PVC is the first step, you know, and making sure your votes count is also a good step. But standing your ground, you know, and in your ground, in your constituency, do they know you in your constituency?
So, bro, like I always tell people, especially those in diaspora, nobody needs to know
Hmm,
you.
right.
Everybody who lives abroad have at least
Mm-hmm.
10 people in his community that depend
Mm,
on him financially that are within the age to vote. I did that last election.
definitely.
If you call me and ask me for money, I will ask you for your voter's card. If everybody in diaspora can canvass 10 votes each for their preferred candidate, I'm not saying they should vote for P2B, for their
Mm,
preferred candidate, then you realize that on this social media, things that are said also works.
definitely, definitely.
If there are how many people there? Hey,
I'm
yeah,
not
200,
down. I'm not downplaying. I'm not
200,
downplaying.
270 people. If these 270 people canvass for
Mm,
10 votes each, for just 10 votes each, that's about 2,700 votes, if I'm not mistaken. No, more than. Yeah, 2,700 votes each. 2,700 votes. 2,700 votes. Imagine if 100 lives are doing some things like this and they are winning the hearts of the people in diaspora. You don't need to come back and vote. That your auntie that you send 10,000 every month, that one that you pay her daughter's school fees, you tell her, auntie, please go and get your PVC for you to be able to receive next month's stipend. When she gets her PVC, you tell her, auntie, as Nigeria day, you like him? She will tell you, no, my daughter, auntie, you know what to do. That day, you send that transport money. On election, the last election day, I sent transport money to people to go and vote. I know they are not going to enter any transport, but at least to motivate them to go and vote. Now imagine someone I gave 5,000 naira and told him, see, as Nigeria did now, P2B is the best candidate too. And he went there to vote for P2B, and you come there and give him 2,000 naira. I'm gonna look you laugh.
but people will talk. People will say what they want you to hear. Eh? At the end of the day, like for example, now all waiting the trend right now is celebrities taking up their phones to talk about the insecurities happening in Nigeria. Blah 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 blah. You know, I understand that everybody has a right of association. You have the right to associate with whoever you want to associate with yourself with. Mm?
Mm.
But at the end of the day, many of these celebrities, I've seen quite a number of them that we don't hail NURT head. Maybe say now they stop people from voting in some part of Lagos. You know, they don't hail
So,
them for their videos in
so
musical videos. You know, no,
those ones.
wait, see, hold on. At the end of the day, they carry video because now waiting their fans want here. Tomorrow they will do another records, right? They will hear that same NURT man again. Maybe say the next year, that guy will still bully their brothers and cousins from going to their polling units in
Yeah, so
Lagos.
so so I agree with you, but how many of them? Let's be honest. If there are if there are 100 actors and actresses in Nigeria, the ones with the fancy with that man no pass five, and we know why they fancy with him. So let's not use a minority to make a case.
You forget the fact that Nigerians are fanatics.
Okay, okay.
Nigerians are fanatics, but Nigerians also believe that in their fanaticism, they also believe that at some point there is a limit to it.
Mm.
That the Freeze cannot come and tell me who to vote for.
That
In
is
as much as I
you.
love him,
Wait. You're talking about your. How many of you?
a lot of us, a lot of us. See, I believe
You
that
don't have you seen a congregation of a big church in Nigeria?
a congregation of a big church. I don't understand. I be pagan. I know they go church.
No, wait. Sometimes you will see video upon. Sometimes when some people post videos, some people do healings, right? A lot of people write fake story, this and that. On Sunday, you will still see bunch of people, right, in
Mhm,
that church. Huh? Which
mhm,
means my point, the point I'm driving is that online, I don't know the people that are online critiquing it, but there are people on ground still
mm,
healing. Who are these
mm.
people
Those
on
people on
ground?
ground, those people on ground are on ground. Those people that are online. Whether
Hmm.
you like it or not, whether you like it or not, there's a huge voting block online. APCs ignored that block last year and almost lost the election. APC ignored that block last year and in fact, they lost the election. So whether you all these there are people that vote are not online, I agree. I agree. But you, if you feel people that vote are not online, what are you typing online?
Hmm.
What are you doing online? You get so I am of the opinion that if every Nigerian dedicates his or her time,
Hmm.
canvass 10 people to vote for the candidate of their choice, whether you're in diaspora or not, that day just change money, send them transport money to go and vote.
But wait, Daddy Freeze made a statement earlier on about Atiku. Obi should have been a better choice together with Atiku. What's your take on that?
So Obi can never Obi. We need Obi to fix Nigeria, not to be vice. A vice president is dormant.
Hmm.
The office of the vice president is very dormant.
Hmm.
You don't have executive powers as a vice president.
Right.
What Nigeria needs to get fixed is someone who has executive powers that he can enforce.
Hmm.
Do you get? And if you look at it, those that have exhibited those tendencies in Nigeria as state governors are just two that have used their executive powers to achieve a lot for their state are just two. They're just only two governors.
And
Oh,
what
if
do you
there's a
have to what do you have to say with the opinion of the general consensus? I would say that your tribe, they are not united. That's why the South have not been able to pull through.
so it's not that we are not united. We were the first democracy in the world. Being not being united is not the question because we are. There's a saying that goes this way that the Igbos don't have a king, so everybody's a
Okay.
king in Igbo land.
Is that not
So
does that not have like both advantage and
it
disadvantages
has both
to some
advantages and
extent?
disadvantages. 100%. It has both
Mm.
advantages and disadvantages. But still, that is the disadvantage is one thing that we suffer as Igbos because we cannot unite in one front. And not that we cannot unite, oh, but it is that we cannot agree together as one.
I'm coming.
But when it comes to a Peter Obi, the Igbos have agreed together and have presented him as one candidate.
But your top
Wait.
youth leaders, they are not in accordance with that agreement.
You mean that Bolombolo? No, he's not my top youth leader. Cubana chief priest is a persona non grata.
I didn't mention anybody's name.
I said he is a persona non grata. He has nothing to contribute to the
my,
Igbos.
my brother on Orange, you bear me witness. I didn't mention anybody's name.
I mentioned his name and I said he's a persona non grata.
But what
What
about the
which
other
Cubana
one?
chief priest?
The other one is also a youth leader in
Yeah,
his own right.
Obi Kubana cannot win councillor in his ward. He's from Oba.
But what
He's a no.
changed?
He's a
What
nobody in
changed?
Oba. He
Before the
has
city
never been
boy,
anything, bro.
before the city boy, they were celebrated.
Bro, nobody celebrates those people. The people that celebrate those people are beggars on online who are begging for giveaway. Those are the people that celebrate them. Tell me any prominent Igbo man of reputation that you see associate with them. I mean, the likes of the Kostaris, the Louis Carter, the Ibetos, the Innocents, the Genesis, prominent Igbo men of reputation.
Are these prominent Igbo men behind Obi? These names you mentioned now.
100%.
But we don't hear them. You see, that's what I want to put out from you, right? You see,
So you
wait, hold on,
see.
hold on, hold on, bros, hold on, bros. I beg, no
Wait.
vex. Okay.
Before you continue, I want to tell you something. A
Mm,
businessman who has a business will not leave his business and start campaigning.
definitely not.
Just like Dangote will not
100%.
leave Dangote. Dangote will not leave Dangote refinery and start campaigning for anybody.
See, a businessman. If you remember during Atiku and Buhari during the election, during the election when they were counting votes, eh, the richest man in Africa, the richest black skinned man, he was with Jonathan. When results was announced, pictures there were pictures out that they moved, they switched lanes, you know. So I
Bro,
understand businessmen, you understand. But what I'm trying to say is this, right? You mentioned some certain names that are the leaders of the tribe. Huh? I started this argument with you on on the basis that cooperation, the spirit of cooperation is quite slim amongst the tribe, right? And if you want to pull a force, you need to pull a force. It has to start from the leaders.
Well,
You understand how I mean?
like, bro, I understand what you're saying, but the
Mm.
leaders of the Igbos are businessmen, huh? And the Igbos understand that they have
You disappeared.
What happened?
Cubana chief priest has hacked his.
one voice. Do you know why? Because in 2023 and
Because I go, they attack my guy. Cubana chief priest are my guy. Oh.
You don't attack the internet.
what we did, can you hear me?
Yeah,
We
we
can
dey
hear
hear you
you.
now.
What we did in 2023 and 2027 is putting our best foot forward.
All right.
Amongst all the politicians in the north and breadth and south of Igbo land, we brought the best of them. Amongst all the politicians, I can beat my chest and say this.
Mm.
After him, We'll now start looking at Alex Oti and Peter Mba of Enugu State, who is also an APC governor. But I'll give it to him. He is a credible governor.
Who? Which of them?
Peter Mba of Enugu.
Well, many people may not agree, but do you want, like in Nigeria, you want good life, but you don't want pay tax. The
Who,
Canada, UK, where people they enjoy, no be tax, no be taxpayers money.
bro,
They make the thing they
who
good.
actually said that Nigerians don't pay tax?
Which tax?
My tax,
No, bros, which tax?
I pay 25% tax.
You they pay. How many they pay?
Well, a lot of
All
people
those
pay
people
taxes.
working in private firm, hotels, petrol station, when they pay their salary, then they come out tax.
They do.
What are we saying now?
They do.
Eh? They
They
don't, sir.
do.
They don't, sir. When I had my political appointment 2020, now there I know, sir, I never pay tax.
A lot of people pay taxes.
How do you know say you never pay tax?
Because they ask for my tax clearance. I go FR's inland revenue. They say never.
Then
I have to
go
go
to
and
your
pay 5 years.
employer. Your
So
employer is supposed to
no,
deduct.
no,
Is that
no,
not how
no,
it
no.
is?
What you guys fail to understand is that there is direct and indirect taxation in Nigeria.
Absolutely. I
That
agree.
woman
Uh-huh.
that sells tomato in Naija markets, huh? That area boys come to collect 500 naira from every day. That
Value
is her
added
tax.
tax.
That is her
VAT.
tax. But because no, not VAT, not VAT. Area boys come to collect 500 naira
Because
every
it's
day,
not documented.
but it's not documented.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
Somebody
problem.
said
So,
I work with multi-choice. Multi-choice is a how do we put it? I'm talking about most people working in a private firm. Multi-choice is an international company. Let me put it that way.
all
If
private
they work
firms.
for Ando or Total, or if they work for let me even use Daddy Free's wife, for example, Facebook. When he pays salary, they come out tax for the worker
Yes,
ahead.
yes, 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 yes. Once you're registered under corporate
But do you pay
affairs,
the tax to the government
once you're
on that
registered
worker?
under once you're registered under corporate affairs, you must put your tax in before
You
you
are not
remove.
understanding
it's
me.
supposed to
Your
be
workers that
deducted
you pay
before you pay
salary, do you
out.
deduct tax
Yes,
from their salary?
Yeah, but that's what I
yes,
said
yes. Income
earlier.
tax.
As long as
Income
you are
tax.
registered, you're supposed to deduct
So
before you
so
pay out.
so 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 when you open a company,
Mr. John,
when you register a company, now let me tell you how it works. When you
the
register a
one where
company,
I know, if you go shop right, go buy something and they add tax.
that's VAT.
That's
That's VAT.
That's
VAT.
bad.
I'm telling you
That's
that when
bad,
you
right?
register a
Okay.
company, once you register a company and you have a company name, a limited liability company, you should provide the amount of people you have under your employment and their
100.
taxes.
Okay. Can I talk?
Mm.
A lot of people have CAC, registered company. I'm telling you now out of experience. A lot of people have CAC, registered company. They don't do annual and they only do annual return, most of them, because of especially the British High Commission. When you submit your CAC, they go Google them. Sometimes they go see say invalid. Say then you now go and pay that annual returns. Hold on now, so that you can track it. It will show that it is valid. I'm talking about your
Bro,
staff.
bro,
Do you
bro,
have
bro,
record
bro.
that? Hold on, sir.
You mistake company name, business name, and
Okay.
limited liability company.
Limited liability.
Business name.
A lot of people still have
Wait now.
limited
Bro,
liability.
wait now.
Okay.
Chi hair vendor. Now business name. They only open it so that they can open a bank account as Chi
Right.
hair vendor.
Okay. So by
But
right.
if you are a company
Mm.
operating within the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
Under CAC.
one, it's not just tax, so pension of your staff. If you default by 1 month, you pay 5% of what you should pay that staff as pension, as penalty. And
When
5% every month.
when did this come into effect?
Bro, it's been in effect since I think that was a Bacon act of I think 2000 early 2000s. Bro, this Bacon act, from the few years I've
Okay,
worked with.
now let me answer you. Let me answer you. It says Yes, a registered business name pay tax in Nigeria. So you are saying it's only limited liability company.
Bros,
Registered name
bros, you did
pay
not hear what
tax.
you didn't hear what I said. You didn't hear what I said. You're even
I
shooting
heard
yourself on the
you.
leg. No. A registered business name pay tax, but not
Okay.
income tax. Income tax,
So which tax is a registered name paying? Many don't pay.
Relax now, Oga.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay. Let me
A
listen to you.
registered business name pays taxes as per the business name. One of them goes to the federal government, one of them goes to the state government. Income tax is deducted from your employee's salary as tax. Well, before you pay salary, you deduct at
You
source
deduct.
taxes for your employees and remit to the state
The
government.
states.
Then the tax you pay as a business name is percentage of your revenue after tax, of your profit after tax.
How many they pay?
Bro,
But the
if
thing,
you
the
don't
question
pay,
you ask when you say how
if you don't
many,
pay, you cannot renew anything in the next year. You must file. But I think there's a caveat to your
Sorry
revenue.
to say, I run a mobile business, CB Entertainment. That was the name of my production, registered 2016. It's still valid. What I do is I only do annual returns, which is I
Oga,
think 5,005
the,
or
re-
so.
the
So
reason why you
why am I not renewing my
the
business name
reason
since?
why
Why
you're
couldn't
not
I
paying
renew?
corporate the reason why you're not paying corporate tax is because your revenue is not up to 100 million in a year. Simple.
But you just said that you cannot, even if you are doing
No,
business, you have business name.
the tax law gives you what they call tax exemptions. It doesn't mean that you don't pay tax. It's because you're exempted from that tax category.
So
You're
if I have
exempted
a
from that
honestly,
tax
worker,
category.
so that means my worker, let's say I'm paying my worker 100, 150K a month.
Income tax. Even if you earn one naira a month, you must pay
you pay.
tax on
You
it.
must pay.
So that's what I'm saying. Now, hold on. I am accepted because I'm not making up to 100 million in that
As
establishment, right?
corporate
So the
tax,
person,
corporate
okay,
tax, not
the
income
person
tax.
work, okay, now, okay, let me use it this way. Let me put it this way.
Oh God.
So what you are telling me now is somebody they work for one supermarket, the head person sell market, in the pay tax, the
Let me
staff they
break it
pay
down.
tax.
Wait, yes, he's paying the employer pays what they call corporate tax before salary gets rolled
No,
out
for a
to the
supermarket that has a
employer.
Oh,
business name. That's
let me
what I'm
assign.
saying.
Wait,
Let me assign.
wait.
Bro, let me assign. Bro, let
Mhm.
me assign. If you live in the US, right?
I'm in Canada.
Okay. If you live in Canada or the US, there are supermarkets that run under the shelf employment for people who are not properly documented.
Go ahead. Yeah, I know. It
They,
happens in Europe as well.
they don't pay taxes because those people are not documented.
That's
Their
black.
tax,
Black
their salaries don't go through the proper channel. That is how those
doesn't go into the
supermarkets are.
system. Yeah,
That is how those
Mm.
supermarkets are.
that's a good example. That's a
That
good
is how those
example.
supermarkets are. At the end of the month, I will carry 50,000 giving Kechi.
Mm,
She's not under my payroll. She does not
mm.
have health insurance. She does not have pension.
John,
That's
that
me.
enter. Oh.
Huh?
That money never enter. Oh.
I'll check it. That is no say I no go. Say I no. Say I no go. I no go. I no go. I no go. I no fit do am to you now. No worry. My phone, the phone why they use to transfer don't die. See am. If not, I would have checked it now. Let me plug it and check.
But when you made mention of or what do you say, when you made references of taxes, people don't pay tax. How many? What is the percentage of what is the employment rate of Nigerians? How many Nigerians are employed? If you want to tax people, if you want to talk about getting money from the people, you have to create employment. The unemployment rate in Nigeria, as at the last time I checked, it was over 60%. That's unheard of. I've never seen unemployment reached at
Do you
that
remember a case where a lady
level.
went for?
At that,
Do you remember a case where a lady went for screening in River State? They were to screen her is it one of the commissioners? Remember where they asked her for her tax? She said because she has been working for government that she doesn't have a tax receipt,
It's not possible.
tax clearance.
It's not possible.
Make I check.
It's not possible.
You know, it's not possible,
It's not
Abi.
possible. It's not possible. It's not
Okay,
possible.
hold
Rather,
on,
you
hold
said
on.
because she has been working for herself. She doesn't. She doesn't have. That means she has not. She has never worked properly. But state governments, your tax is nobody. That one
So
is
wait.
sure.
So an individual cannot
You
Once
have to pay because you get pension.
even.
You have right for pension as well.
So
once your
what are you
payroll,
saying now? Now, no
once
individual
your
is like some individual except like which word do I use? They are they can waive tax on them. Is that what you're saying?
no, it depends on the kind of business you're doing. If they sell drugs, sorry, if they sell substance, you don't go pay tax. If they do a shower, you don't go pay tax. You only pay tax for properly documented professions, properly documented things. You have own a supermarket, like you own a supermarket that has a that is limited. You will pay
Corporate
taxes.
affair.
You pay tax. You pay tax. That's if your revenue is above 100 million a year. But if it's below 100 million a year, you're exempted from paying tax. It's not hard now. This thing is not. It's not difficult.
Okay. Miss Charity Demwa, a commissioner nominee appointed by the Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara, who faced intense questioning and was
Mhm.
screened out, criticized by Rivers State House of Assembly in March 2026 for failing to present updated tax clearance.
Mhm.
A permanent
Hold on.
secretary should be
During
questioned.
the
You
live
know.
screening, thank you, during the live screening at the Legislative Assembly, lawmakers discovered her tax record had no update or payment since 2018. When
Mhm.
questioned, she stated she did not pay tax because she was a politician and politicians don't have work,
Uh-huh. She don't.
conventional office.
She don't get work now. That's not. She
Lawmakers
doesn't have
reject the
tax.
defense that she had served prior in government role which generated taxable income and stated she was misleading the 10th assembly.
So she did what? She didn't have a job. She
Well,
didn't have a
it,
job.
bring- it brings
A
it brings us
politician
back to.
as an appointee.
No, no.
Appointee.
She was. They were screening her. They were screening her for an appointment. They were screening her for an appointment. A politician is anybody who is involved in politics. You don't have to be an appointee to be a politician. She said, I don't have a job. Once you work for the state or federal government, your taxes is deducted as source. Three, one, seven. That is
Yes, sir.
Come in.
I did hear you.
100-131-7326.
Yes.
You don't send the money go give city boys. So
I
God
swear.
forbid. God,
city boys. Nah,
God forbid.
you
It will
don't
not be
sponsor
that
city
right.
boy
I know
movements
if I know
without
if
you
we get
knowing.
those people account for my
Without you
phone.
knowing, you don't support city boy movements. Now to wake up, remain now.
It's not possible. It's not possible. I can't make that mistake.
Okay.
Wait.
In 2025, she was
You see, they shoot yourself for leg.
no, I know truth.
Brother,
Served in government appointment caretaker capacity, playing the direct role in local government administration and state-related civil duties,
When?
which means it's a government appointee 2025 caretaker committee member.
2025 now.
Uh-huh. So what are you saying? It's 20.
2020,
Now the only one she presented last was 2018. So 2025 when she was caretaker committee member, what happened? Is
2025.
that one not a job?
When did the
You get
screening
your
happen?
phone. Just type her name, Miss
When did the screening happen?
Charity Gamewa resume.
When did the screening
The
happen?
screening happened March, 3 months ago.
3 months ago. So in 2025, her
tax
tax
reform
clearance
policy.
certificate will not have been ready. It's You get it every year.
I know that one is every year from August or July or so.
You get it every year for August.
Because I
So
tried to
her
renew my
2025
own.
tax clearance cannot be ready by March. So what the
Okay.
House was expecting to see was her taxes all up to 2024 at least, or 2023 at least.
Okay, let me break it down. What I'm saying is a lot of people who are not working in a governmental agency, maybe private sector. Let's say worst case scenario, you are earning 50K a month. You are working in a gas station, in a hotel, in a food canteen. If government start to work out for road now, say like in Western like Asia, they'll say, hey, where your paper? They begin ask people, say, where your tax receipts? Income tax, yearly income
Bro,
You
tax.
can't
Many people don't have it.
bro,
you can't ask people. You can't ask.
once a company's salary goes through payroll, it is taxed. Except say the person they pay in filling station attendants cash. Amaka, can't take your money. Then you might not tax it.
But some they
But
just
once it
pay,
goes
say,
through
okay,
payroll,
month don't end, salary, do transfer.
those people are not in your
The cop,
payroll.
the cop, the
They're
company.
not in your
When
What
they
are we
payroll.
saying?
They're not in your
wait,
payroll.
how do you mean do transfer? What do you mean? I don't
That's
understand.
you have domestic staff like I get house girl. End of the month, I
Oh.
transfer money for Amaka.
That's not the corporate. That's not the corporate
That's not the
organization.
corporate staff now.
That's not the corporate organization. So you are
I
mixing
did,
it up.
you're mixing it up. If you have staff that are under your payroll, once a staff is under your payroll, then that staff is entitled to pension, medical insurance. Bro, I've worked in Nigeria for all the times I've worked in Nigeria. If I retire today, my pension will be paying me at least 1 million naira every month.
You see,
But do you
wait,
work,
hold on,
you
hold
work
on,
in a
bros, hold
private
on,
firm or a
bros,
governmental firm?
hold on, bros, hold on,
Private.
bros.
I've never
See,
worked for the government.
when we say payroll, a payroll can be audited by external auditors. You understand? I feel come your house now like, as auditor can audit your payroll of your house girl.
Your picking lesson teacher, no they your payroll. That thing, those things are just under the table jobs. If someone is on your payroll, then he's bounded by the labor law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that labor law is extremely specific. In fact, if as of 30th of the month, you have not remitted, if as of 30th of June, you've not remitted the pension for last month, May, Pencom will fine the employer. For every month you've default, 5% of that pension that you should remit. And the pension is 15% from the employer,
So
10%
just let me
from the
just say
employee.
something. You see some people who were never employed and maybe they want to run for an election or they have a political appointment. Why do they make it mandatory they must bring last 5 years tax clearance? Why can't they just say I was unemployed in the last 5 years?
Yeah, so for you to want to run for a political appointment in Nigeria means that you have an active business, except you don't have an active business. If you don't have an active business,
Yes.
you
Please
can tell
educate
them
me on that. Now you don't
you
have
can
an active there, but it is mandatory you must bring your last 5 years clearance.
it's not mandatory.
It is. Check.
So
I'm telling you 100%.
if you are unemployed, a tax clearance certificate does not mean you must bring a certification that you have paid tax. It's a certificate that clears you that for so period this person is unemployed, so he paid zero tax to the government. That's also a tax
So
clearance
why do you
certificate.
have to pay to secure that?
Huh?
Why do you have to pay to secure that documentation?
The payment not past 5,000 naira now, or 10,000 naira, and you want to you want to use it for something. What's that?
It passed that amount. I know what I'm saying. Because at 2021, I remember I
Yeah,
paid
I've never
41,000 then.
paid for it before because my HR is obligated to bring it
No, what I mean is I'm
before.
talking if you want to declare that you've been unemployed in the last 4 months. You don't want to say you've been self-employed. You just want to instead of going through that hassle of going the long road, trying to because when you say you have been employed, you will go and bring your employment history. You understand? Or you own a business, you have to bring that history. Okay, yes, you have been doing this, you have been doing that. So you're trying to waive all those parts and just kukuma say unemployed. I just gain this political appointment. Now let me just get this over with. Because the more you delay, the more probably the documentation process, you might pass the deadline. You understand? To submit. Which means if you are a government appointee, you missed maybe your first 6 months salary.
Mm.
But is it mandated, like you said, mandatory, like you said, to
Politically, if you are
declare?
an appointee, yes, you must get it. If you want to contest an election, yes, you must.
Oh,
Get
really?
your tax clearance certificate.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. And
When I had my
even
political appointment, we went to get. I did
even
it
even even
in
me, my
Calabar.
tax clearance certificate is always in my car because
Why?
if the
But
police
why do
sees
you
it,
need it in your car?
if the police sees it, they perceive you with another light. In 2014, when I was driving a white Ford Explorer 2013 model. I was driving in Port Harcourt and SAS blocked me. When they opened the cars, the first thing I saw were guys in multi with AKs. I don't put the car for a bus. Make I
Mm.
use the bus, they go where they go. When I saw one of them wearing the vest, I now knew it was SAS. I stopped. They asked me, then I was still very, very young. They asked me, what do I do? I told them that I work. They said, what kind of work do you work that made you drive, that is making you drive this kind of car? I looked at the guy.
Good question.
I told him what kind of question is that? He said, how much do I earn that made me afford this car? I told him, okay, that I don't know how to tell him how much I earn. No. I now called my company's security then. He was trying to make calls to like call people. Then the head of the SAS guys came and said that I should give him my ID card. I told him I don't have my ID card with me. He said, what can I show? What can I show them that tells them that I work? And I opened my pigeonhole and brought out my tax clearance certificate and gave them. He looked at it. The previous year, I paid taxes of about 1 point something million. And I looked at me and was like, okay, if your taxes can sum up to 1 point something million in a year, then you can afford the car. He gave me back the papers and I drove off.
Because he's the superior officer and he's probably a cadet. Oh. If
You
not
met
some,
you
sorry to
you
say,
met
all these
police. You met
corporate,
police
they
that
don't know
can
those
read.
things. So they don't know those
That's
Somebody
things.
said you
So
transport.
met police that can read.
and now they talk. Like somebody now was saying trash, but let me answer that person because some people, this thing, they in the Western world, when you're working, like when I work, when I get paid, I have what they call pay sup. It comes with my tax, I have my pension, my AI insurance, employment insurance, how much federal tax or whatever. So me asking John this question, he said why some people they mumu. I asked, and not I'm trying to clarify certain things because I know mostly in how many people they collect paycheck for Nigeria. I know what I'm saying. So no matter how small the company is here, in the Western world, you get your pay up where they will show you where they remove deduction. So somebody coming to
See,
say leave that one where you don't
when
know what they
when
talk.
when when we are
You
when we are
what do you
comparing
know?
some things, right?
Let's compare apple to apple.
We know if we compare egg roll with apple.
Or with
You know,
lasagna.
exactly. You know, when
Because
we
both
talk
of them
about
now pasta and
taxation, from the Western world perspective, we know if we compare with Nigeria, right? The Western world survive based on taxation. So,
Yeah, because me,
brother,
I know somebody where
see,
he get
hold
business
on,
name
bros, no
registration.
vex,
Okay,
no vex.
all right.
Where I they live, you get the kind of crime where you go commit. Eh? If you enter tax wahala, make I look for. If you go RAPE woman,
A
hmm?
big problem.
We they here now. You go RAP woman or you evade tax, that your jail term for evasion of tax, if it is higher than RAPE.
Yeah, because if you evade tax, you're robbing others.
If you evade tax, you're in big problem. So you know if you use evasion, if you use taxation of the Western world, they compare Nigeria we be say, you know, Oga
But
goes, you know, anything goes.
Nigeria, they tax so, but just say because we don't have a control over it. For example, Oshodi, Oshodi, they don't give Oshodi to person who will collect Oshodi taxes.
Now make him get money like that now. Where everybody they mention a name for their
Do you
sons.
understand? So now, what should be is he collects that taxes, but they don't. There's an amount he should pay to the state government monthly. The fit
But
come tell me say, oh yeah, John, you go to collect Navy South revenue, market revenue, but you go to give state government 1 billion every month. So even if I do 900 million, I will give state government 1 billion.
John, it would have been nice. Most of these people selling in the market where they collect council tax. It's just that, it is the way it is. Those would have actually represented or stand as normal tax. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but it's just that there is no record on those ones.
It's
It's
a wrong
looking
it's
like,
a wrong form of
yeah, looking
taxation.
like, sorry to say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, looking like all this Okada, Keke, Napep rider, they go in the morning, they go collect council tax or whatever. Those money they pay tickets. That
Yes.
should have, that should cover for it. But it's not documented.
So
You
so
understand
so
my
because
point?
True,
because
true.
it's not because it's not documented.
Those
That is
should
why
have worked because
that
that is what
because
it is.
because it's not documented. That is why you give the person in charge a cap to remit. It's not documented. So you tell him,
Because
you where they handle Obiapo local government, you will be paying 1 billion to the state government every year, every month. So you don't care how much you collect anymore. If
yeah,
you like,
because
make you collect 5 billion.
by right, the keke man supposed keep all those tickets where they give them daily. At the
No,
end of the month or year, he gather
he
and go submit as in tax
that
or
one that
whatever.
one go that
Because
one
if
go
they
hard.
work,
That one go
he go
hard.
high. But
So
now what is supposed to do?
so
In a in a in,
why government they claim say they know they make that money now because they use those positions settle their political thugs.
Yes, because normally you now, if normally at the end of the year, if you can gather all those receipts, go probably file for tax refund or whatever, but it is not, because
And
some of them, the guys where they even issue the ticket go reprint, waiting they don't give them. Because that ticket they give them, they count them. So you get the point where the
yes,
initial point
yes.
I also said, I said these things are not documented.
So
It should have been documented.
that is why any state governor that wants to work, will automate all these things, including land charges. Because
Okay,
if you
yeah.
come to all these land charges, you see all these area boys come and collect it. Those are taxes. Those are land taxes.
Yeah. Okay, look
If
like okay, VAT now. Do Nigeria have VAT return?
VAT, as in, what do you mean by VAT return?
Yeah, like when I remember when I went to South Africa, I bought phones, I bought things. In the airport, I had to go to a section on where they do VAT return. Then they collected the slip, all the thing I bought. They gave me an ATM card. There was cash in it. My
Yes,
14%,
yes,
I got it back because I
yes,
was a
yes, yes.
visitor.
Yes, they did it in Nigeria.
Eh? Where? Where?
They did it in Nigeria. And Murtala Mohammed.
So
Murtala Mohammed. If you're not a
when you
Nigerian
start,
pass,
when you start,
it, it has always been there. If you're not a Nigerian passport holder, eh, and you're in Nigeria for a trip, and you
yeah.
have documented receipts of things you bought that are vetted, that is why Lagos State came up with VAT and service charge.
But are they the
Lagos,
one? Will they ask
I've
you? Will
never
they
heard
ask
of
you
it in
for it, or you're the
Nigeria.
one that's
you can get your taxes back.
Mr.
Then
will they
if
John,
you're not,
ask
Mr.
you?
if you're,
John,
I'm
I
telling
they
you
travel
categorically,
out of I get
bro,
dual passport.
bro,
I don't come up
bro,
for Nigeria. I never
bro,
see him.
bro, bro,
I know why
bro,
I'm
bro,
asking
bro.
too,
I
because
mean,
If you
I never see him.
bought
me too, I never
things,
see am.
see.
I
Let me
never
tell
see this thing.
let me tell you the conditions. Oh, the things you bought must be in a way that they were not used in Nigeria, and you have
Yeah,
the receipt of
yeah,
them.
Yeah, like when I buy clothes, phones, I have the phone with me because they will check all those things you bought to see if
They'll
it's in
check
the
all those
past.
things. They'll check all
Yes,
those
which
things.
they did. Yeah,
But
And
they
check
never
if you
asked.
were
They never
charged
asked me.
and check if you were charged VAT on the receipt.
See,
If you ask that,
eh?
they'll give
They
it.
never
no, somebody
asked.
said this guy is dull. You now you dull. You see VAT. It means saying now every country go give you VAT back. Some people they talk like who no get sense. Me they don't travel out of that airport more than 40 times. I never see him. What are you telling me? Normally you supposed to see him when they check in.
I never say I'm too. You know,
What is this
John
mumu they
said.
talk?
John
You go see
John
him when
said
they check in.
when you don't use the Nigerian passport. The last time where I come Niger, I know coming with Niger, I came in as a visitor, and no one
And they
told
don't
me
mind
anything
they
about
talk
it.
people whenever even they don't know waiting the local airport go they come here they talk nonsense. I mean never see them because normally you have to see it
It's
prior
new
to
to
when
me
you are
too.
checking in. Because once you push in, you check in your luggage, there is no evidence after immigration to show that the things are inside your luggage, you checked it in. Am I communicating?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So why people they talk with it and no know. Somebody go there in kitchen, won't tell you waiting they happen for Joelegba.
But when I want you self when you bring taxation up, you know
No,
Nigerians
now
don't like
something
to
bring
hear
that
this
talk
thing
come. I don't even forget waiting bring that.
because
Uh,
people will be happy to pay taxes when they see the effect of their taxes. You know, people will be happy to pay
ordinary the ones
taxes
for market,
when
ordinary the ones for market where council they collect and they lock people shop say they never pay council tax or whatever.
what are they doing in the
You know they
markets? What are
happen.
they using money to do in the markets?
Hey. Where is John? No?
What do they
Hey,
use the
Bible
money
say
do for
give
markets?
to Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
Inside the market, what do they use the money do? You know. So if you're talking about
I
paying
remember those days they go
taxes,
lock person
taxation,
shop because you don't pay
taxation.
council tax. They go say Agbero they come Agbero they record that time for you. Agbero they come you go lock your shop when they don't pass. Even you where they hawk tomato you go pay.
Everybody pays that thing. No.
So okay,
Nigeria
I
for
remember what brought it up. What brought it up was when Peter Mbah started saying business owners should, as in landowners, also people who, you know, normally, you know, the house you bought, nobody you get land, and government get land. But in Nigeria, most people overlook it. They believe I don't buy a house, I don't buy land, I me get land. You don't know say that they are always land levy, or how do you call it in Nigeria? You understand?
Mm.
So most people
land is
don't know that. When the Enugu governor came, he started saying people should pay land tax. Am I correct, Mr. John?
Property
yes.
tax.
So people now started saying, "Hey, when this one starts?" Well, always been something that has been in existence. Now, what thing we can go do for Abuja people begin holla say, "Why ain't go say?" They now realize a lot of people who built houses 20 years ago have never paid land tax.
What do they do with property tax in levies? What do they use it to do?
It's supposed to
What
be
did
used
they?
to create infrastructure.
Yes, exactly.
And then,
Right.
do you think there are people that have not been paying property taxes in
A
Nigeria?
lot of Nigerians don't pay property taxes.
But there are people
A
that
lot
pays
don't
as
pay.
well.
A lot don't pay. It's called
But there are
tenement
people that
rates.
pay. Yeah, tenement rates in Nigeria.
It's called tenement rate. It's called tenement rate. Like me, all my
Wicked,
all
you know, somebody said, "I'm wicked, take extort people." Wicked, I will say, I know to say extort people without it because
so
it must be on record.
this is why some people call it extortion. Tenement rate is supposed to be charged in Maitama, Wuse, Katampe areas with infrastructure. But you cannot go to Kiami, Charity, inside bush. They charge tenement rates because you've not provided them with infrastructure.
Hmm.
Yeah, there, that's the point there.
You understand? So that's why people are saying
That,
that
that
it's
was the
extortion.
point I was trying to bring
That's why people are
out.
saying it's extortion. It's extortion.
That was the point I was
You
trying to
charge
bring out. You
tenement
can't.
rates in areas where
Which
there is
yeah, which can
existing
also be
infrastructure.
called land use charge.
Yeah, land use charge, yes. You pay it in Lagos also. You pay it in Lagos.
So when this Enugu governor brought it, because I think he's the first in Southeast to actually to revive things like that. People were like, "We've never heard this before." Blah 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 blah. So, but in the Western world, there are some new developed area that probably they are still developing. People still pay. People pay it. Farmers do pay it.
Because they use the money to develop. They see the work that they're doing with their monies. So like I said earlier on, people, if you
So, Mr.
do
John, let's
the
forget the
things.
bragging. Let's forget the bragging. You want to tell me that? Let's forget the bragging. You want to tell me, say, that minister of FCT, you know the work.
So Wike.
Forget about his character. Is he doing well as a minister?
Give me a minute. Now, Wike is working. But we all know what comes with infrastructure.
Yeah, the loan, right?
No. Infrastructure is the easiest way. If you want to work, look at what Peter Mba is doing in Enugu State. Peter Mba is touching all the aspects of the global millennial goals: health, education, roads,
Can I say
everything.
can I say
Have
something?
you seen the smart schools he's building in Enugu State? Have you
Can
seen the
I
hospital he's building? That hospital will be the best in Nigeria.
can I say something? Huh? You ask a question, is Wike working? Wike is not working. Is it your work? Is it you that's supposed to do the work? Or is it Mr. John or Daddy Freeze that is supposed to do the work? Why is it there? Whose money is it? See, in the Western world, if you in Nigeria, for example, if you want to run for office, you use things like I will build 300-kilometer roads. If you
But
do that
Western
in the
world, no, they
Western
talk
world,
that
if you
one.
do that in the
Western one, na
Western world,
economy.
you are in
Is
trouble.
economy.
You
You
are in
cannot
trouble.
even say you want to build road.
You cannot
You
say
know,
you are
go win
building
election
school.
first.
Who are
Schools,
you
you
telling
can't
you
say
want to? I'm
that
going to build school. Who you the follow talk
one.
that one? Or you are saying we are building the kind of things you can make as use as political points are policies, the kind of policies you bring into play. For example, you can say like, oh, what can I use as an example now? What is the strength of our police force? We have 25,000 policemen. In this municipality, I will increase it to 30%, by 30% or by 5%. That's some kind of good policy movement. And why are you doing that? To increase like safety in the society, improve safety in the society. But if you're coming to tell me that you are building schools, high infrastructure schools, my brother, that's not work. You're not doing anything. You know, Wiki is not doing anything. What he's doing, whose work is it? That's his work. It's not his personal money. If he builds road, if he likes build road from here to heaven, it's Nigerians' money, and Nigeria has right to drive on good road. When one of them was a minister of whatever education, his children, he went to his children's graduation while ASU was on strike. You know, ASU was on strike. How many months ago? All of them went to graduate their kids in high V colleges in different parts of the world. But if you want to say what work you have done, you will say ASU have not
But
gone on strike. Should ASU go on strike? That's the
I
one
agree,
APC is
I,
using now
I
as
agree with you,
score
my brother.
points. ASU
I
have
agree
not
with
gone on
you.
strike. Should ASU go on strike? Should you be making that as a political point? As ASU have not gone on strike for one
At
year.
this time and
At
age,
this age and time. It's a shame. You're doing political
where
political
where other
points and
countries
you're
are
telling me you're building road for who?
where other countries are mounting their flags in the
What do you
moon.
mean you're telling me you're building schools, you're building road? Who's supposed to build the road? Not my papa. My papa no
Hey,
build road. So when we're talking about infrastructure, normally now government work be infrastructure, not be citizens work. Normally, when you see citizens, they use their personal money, they do road. Government should call them and give them.
Daddy Freeze never even did this life with us at all.
I don't tire. Say, now una one talk. I did hear they listen. They try do other things. Una they help me. Yeah, Victor, how far?
when private citizens do
I'm
government
almost
work, they're
done.
supposed
I'm
to give
live. I'll be
them.
done in like
They're
20
supposed to
minutes. I'll
give them
call you.
what's they call them, awards,
Mm.
individual awards.
Oh, okay. I'll call you in 20 minutes.
They do
Yeah.
it in the UK, for example.
So
And
you know
I,
what
I,
me
I
I
forget
want
what's in the
to do?
UK people they call them.
More bring in more people. There are quite a few.
I
You
think
see,
they,
John. Let me tell you one of the biggest problems, and that's why I wanted to do the other topic. Nigerians want a better Nigeria as long as it's not stressing them. I need you to understand that, John. I need you to clock that shit.
Oh, me, I want a better Nigeria. Let this stress me. I still want a better Nigeria. I don't have any other passports. Like all of you that have the passport, all of you, only me, I get Nigeria passport. So Nigeria has to be better. By hook or by crook.
But that's the
regardless,
thing.
regardless, everybody, I want Nigeria to be better too.
But sometimes who no one make it better? An economy of a country also a currency lose value when the country is so much in debt.
Hmm.
So Nigeria has enough money to even pay its unemployed citizen monthly wages. Nigeria has it.
That's true.
Hmm.
But I will say this out of experience. As a president, not be everything you dey see. Oh. As a governor, not be everything you dey see. Oh.
Hmm.
So sometimes it takes a local government chairman to do what he or she needs to do, and not people in the local government depending on the state government to fix a local government road, not a state road. An assembly members has a voice on the assembly ground that will bring development to his own, constituencies. Not just you say the president will not see everything. Sometimes that's why president appoints ministers, special advisors, and so on and so forth. The same
Hmm.
thing with governors. Especially if the state is so big, a governor will not go every look and corner to go and find, has this been done, has it not been done.
Hmm.
Sometimes you might be a good person and you have bad followers.
Hmm.
I was watching Rotimi Amechi's interview with Chudi. He said he asked Buhari, what happened to the Buhari of 1982? And the man just answered him. He said, like, the response was like, I am not, like, how do I put it? Like, I am not as young as I used to be.
He didn't have the diagram of that 1982.
Okay,
That's the
and if
answer.
he's not as young as he used to be, what is he doing there? Why is he
Now,
requesting to lead?
there are a lot of that freeze, you get what you go see, you go come stay that, you get what you go they see. You go they criticize footballers for pitch. If they tell you enter that pitch or you go play them, your tone go change.
Your tone go change. You know, go even
Not be
fit play
my
him. No
work
be
now.
say your
Not,
tone go.
not be my
So
work now.
even if na
Now
your
the
work,
footballer work. No be my work.
even as a footballer, you dey complain to your players. Say, pass this ball. If you enter, it's just like say you dey where we dey go play match. This one enter here, no enter here. You no go. You get. I don't know how to put them.
I
You are
understand
right,
with
though.
you. I understand what you they try
You
to.
go,
But
there you different
see,
when you
with
enter
my
that pitch.
my own point we say, if they put you in a position when are your work to do, you're supposed to take every critique will come with it.
Yes,
Me,
now.
my work where I
I don't
get,
understand this one where you can't dey talk, oh, brother.
if if I go work now, for example, and I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I suppose go work, do what I'm supposed to do it, what they pay me for. If I
Regardless
don't do
of
it well,
anything.
you said
I said regardless of anything, you supposed to do am.
I suppose do it.
So person will be saying no they person me now if you can look at that person we be say we know they in the same line of duty. I fit tell them say oh this guy know they do well. Oh. If he can ask me now say you didn't say easy, but you know I know say no easy, but now your work. Now why did they
Now
pay
your
you?
work.
Now your work. You know if they tell me say can't do am if easy, I be footballer, I be
Are you
politician.
are paying me minimum wage? You are now asking me to you are now telling
Your
me
work.
to come and do your work with that they pay you 20 million a month for.
Exactly. Exactly. Now your work. Do
John,
am.
don't run, leave us so.
See me here. Oh.
Sure, you get what I tell you.
I dey check my internet banking. Make I know.
Be like say you don't enter.
And some, it's just like JEJ, Goodluck Jonathan, Obasanjo, and so on. There is always going to be a time they will say, when I was president, I should have done this, I should have done this, I should have done this. It's always like that.
In
Because you see
retrospect.
more when you're outside the pitch. But when you enter that pitch, you cannot see beyond that pitch you are
I
in.
I I agree. But at the same
So
time,
in
just
most
like this,
cases, I really won't blame most of them. But I will say one thing. I believe if the current president is doing what other president has done in the past, have a town hall meeting. You call journalists, you call people from the media, an opportunity where maybe some, citizens or people of public don't have the chances to, maybe in a small confined space, they will ask those questions. This. Maybe that
Those
might also
tough, those
enlighten you and say,
hard
okay,
questions.
yes, okay, about this, okay, I will talk to minister of this to go and check this out.
it's a good decision. But when they won't call town hall meeting, they call people where no go they bold enough to ask them the kind of questions we citizen want me to ask. They call politicians we be brown envelope politicians to come for town hall meetings. You know that now where the problem can be that.
So, and you see, I used to see some people, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap.
Talk no
Uh-huh.
cheap. Oh. If talk cheap, go tell me man say you the Chris.
I know we talk
Uh,
again now.
sorry to say,
I
sorry
know
to
we talk
say,
again. Now na
I
trouble.
fear, I fear, I fear police pass army. Oh. Probably because I've had relationship with the military in the past. In a way, worked with them. So I am even more scared of police than the military. On that one, point blank, that one. Except now the one where just joined army 10 years ago. But between 2000 to 2012, anyway, that aside, some people, you see how this way they talk. Some people will say government bad, government bad. If they make their uncle minister now, they no go talk say government bad or their papa minister.
Hmm.
The statement go change. They go say, oh, this is the best government.
I'm not sure if you make my papa minister, if him thief. In fact, if you make me president, make my papa minister. If him thief, I go as a senator. I go sentence as a
But now you be the same person where talk say, Atiku son, he has more to lose going to APC than what he will inherit from his father. Now you just talk, I never reach 1 hour.
Yes, I know.
So why are you not drifting from your statement that you initially made earlier
I'm
on?
not. I'm
So
not
it
drifting.
means it means
I'm
it
not drifting.
means in a way family still come first, last.
I agree.
Because all the ministers were there now, you just say their wife go they talk say government hard, things hard.
See, if you make me minister, I give my papa contracts to do something. Let's assume I
No, I'm
manage
not
to do
saying
that.
you give your papa. You don't get my papa. I said if your brother or father was made a minister, will you say country hard?
Yes. Yes.
And you tell him to resign.
I'll tell him to resign.
I
I'll
will
tell him
leave
to
that
resign.
talk.
Why would I tell him
That
to
talk.
resign? If he
Is that
fails, he
talk?
fails. If he has failed, he has failed.
Knowing that when he resign, he will not have that opportunity anymore.
No one knows
So
you.
I don't understand.
My
Why
brother, you
can't
don't
he?
talk and feel me. Say that one no easy. Good question. Good answer.
Oh.
That one
The
knows you.
thing is, let's not even sugar. Back to what we were saying before. Everybody where they make noise, over 70% of them no get voters card. 250 people here. I can beat my chest and say now worst case scenario, 100 get voters card here.
The thing be saying, the government political position is too attractive. We need to make them less attractive.
Because that is where people say, this is my retirement benefit.
What is
When I
This is
say
retirement?
we
where I
need
go
to,
chop a wolf card.
when I say
Now
we need to
somebody
make them
said
less.
we go get voters card, meaning you never even get. And INEC say the thing go close on this June.
When I say we need to make them less attractive, in this life now with 270 something people now in the watch am, I don't think say it go any person go deal with say he go fit say he want run for political office to cover that money. Not be the to buy the form.
Mm.
That one na
They
like
swear people
you.
to vote. That alone
uh
says na big work.
Okay, now you don't understand why the drive at. So if you see person where you say you feel say this guy gets credibility, eh? He get the
Mm.
clout, eh? Does he has the resources? At the end
Somebody
of the
say
day
somebody
now,
they call him brother out. You think if he and his brother were in the, how do I put it? Do you know that there are a lot of brothers that they don't get along, either politics or no politics?
that one I think they've had their
John,
differences from
John, let
childhood.
me ask you a question. Even with the bagbos, somebody said they won't put your name, may they nominate your name. Listen, no, let me finish my statement. To be a commissioner in a state or to be a commissioner a federal appointment, the first thing that will come to your mind or your head, even if you don't want to, you go say, okay, let me even collect it, make a difference. Let me make an impact in that office. How do you make an impact if you don't accept certain post or appointment given to you? I don't know you get where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So it means, me say because this secondary school bad, go be teacher there. There are schools where they will say, this teacher is the best among even better past principal. So you are working to make a difference, not to say, I'm working for this government. A lot of people, there are people who wants to make a difference. That's why some people cannot bear it. You see some people say, I resign. They didn't resign to join another political party, but they just resigned that, no, I can't take this anymore. This is not my style. Maybe because they want to do AYZ and people are blocking him from doing the right thing.
Mm.
So somebody can come and say, anyway, I don't want to talk this one because this one I want to talk now. Some people go say they would read meaning to it, but I always say it. Sometimes it's not about what the government can do for you, because when you start putting that notion in your head, you wake up every morning being a political commentator, and time is going.
Baba, sleep don't they catch me.
There are a lot of people in the private sector, they don't even care about government and they are doing their thing. People are buying houses every day without the money is not from government.
Daddy Freeze, thanks for having me. I'm beginning to feel sleepy.
Where is everybody
Yes.
else?
That is peace.
Miss Julia, you were the one that said I should bring John. I've brought John. Where are you people, oh?
Thanks for having me. I beg. Sleep don't they worry me. Make
Oh
I
yeah,
go
press X, make
relax.
I bring
Have
another
a
person.
great evening.
Make I bring another person.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. All the people that said, let's have this conversation. You see, John, let me explain something to you about these people. Nami they run the live, so Nami know. You see that jackpot topic? Nami go they beg everybody. Say, yeah, let's go. Let me go and sleep. Yesterday night when you came, you said you wanted to come last night. I knew if I brought you on, the conversation would start. I said, Baba, no, I'm ending this at 5 on the dot. Now them they beg me. But you see, once you enter politics, everybody wants to talk about the ginger. No, they pass 30 minutes. After that, it go just dull. Where is everybody? They are saying bye. Show they see John. Show they see people, the people that want a better Nigeria.
John Tisunlo.
John, they are awake. You never
I'm
sleep.
awake. Oh.
John already talk about Nigeria for 3 years.
I'm awake. Oh. Snorkel.
He's a patriotic citizen.
No, but you see, it's a good thing. I like it. My problem is it's just an effort in futility.
No, this one will not be a futility. Oh.
It will not be by the grace of God. So
Labor of our heroes past shall never be in
it will
vain.
never be in vain, no, by the grace of God.
No, be that one. No, na Nigeria we heard you.
Nigeria. They say if you don't know that anthem, they fit arrest you. Wait till they talk the other day. All right, guys. So maybe we'll
This just
do
enter my
our
eyes. Oh.
jackpot topic in the middle of the night if I get power.
No.
But for now, energy don't finish. Who was deported? Una never ready. I wish I had more people. See, I'm sending requests to people. Nobody's speaking. Julia, come and talk. You want to talk? Oh yeah. Ife, Kingsley, Paul Collins. They call your name and they call you out with your name. Tobe Chuku. I don't send all of them requests. If nobody comes online, should we call it a day?
Yeah.
Do you know the funny thing is YouTube has 157 people watching. YouTube people are more interested than anybody else. TikTok only has 67 people. Normally, if I preach, I get on my TikTok alone, I will have more than Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook combined. If all of you are too busy to talk, how do we move Nigeria forward? Because it is one thing you will say here that might be corrected, that will make you
I'll change
choose
the
the candidate.
impression and make you choose properly.
Yes, but you will not talk about it. We have the Moses mentality in this town. Come on, I say, John, wake up. We need your energy. Don't tire. Only in Sote
Oh,
even
I
pay
don't
money.
tire.
John pay
I
money
don't tire.
to hold this live.
I don't tire. I don't tire. That's the truth. Sometimes I just feel
That
that
ginger where you take come, me where I know.
we deserve the leaders
It's not you feel. We 100% deserve the leaders that we have.
because look at the polls you made. People prefer to hear a story of someone who decided to japa
I've
than talk
seen.
about the politics of a nation that they call their primary home. It's sad, oh. It's very sad.
Ah.
Very sad.
No more.
Very sad.
I'm not talk fast like that. I don't try.
God, they don't even. Wow, I'll go sleep. Anything will happen 2027, take her like that.
Take up like that, you.
The Lord is our strength.
Ah, all right, guys. Love you loads.
Daddy freeze.
Take care. Good night, and see you all soon.
All right.
All right, bye.